For this lesson, we are going to be on the top of mallet, page 10. You're also going to need to use your B-flat scale, so if you want to write the notes that are on the B-flat scale at top of page 10, but you might already know them, B-flat, C, D, E-flat, and F, because we always start with our B-flat scale now that we're practicing. So pause for a second and get your book open to mallet, page 10, and then you can come back. We're going to do something a little different with the scale today. We're going to start working on the scale in octaves, which means instead of alternating sticking, both hands are going to be playing a B-flat together, then a C, then a D, then an E-flat, then an F. So we're going to start by using our left hand on the low B-flat area, like as if we were playing the low scale, but you're going to play the whole thing with your left hand. So watch me first. It's just going to be in whole notes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. Okay, so I'm literally doing the whole scale with my left hand. And then I'll do this, and then this, and this, and then... So do that with me, okay? So this is left hand only. I know this is awkward, but your right hand's going to be doing it up high. So we got to train your left hand to do the right thing first. So let's set over B-flat, whole notes. Left hand B-flat scale. 1, 2, ready, go. 2, 3, 4, 2, down and up really fast. Move over to E-flat. 2, 3, 4. Back to E-flat. 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, 4. Awesome. We're switching to right hand, but look where you need to do it. You need to start on the next B-flat. Okay, so let's do it on our right hand using the higher octave. So low is down here. We don't want this because you'll run out of, there's no more things. You need the B-flat kind of in the middle of where you're standing is for your right hand. Right hand only, higher octave. I'll keep hitting it for you to find it. It looks like this one, but it's up here. Okay, here we go. Cool. Whole notes with our right hand on the high octave. 1, 2, ready, go. 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, 4. Okay, now, here's the challenge. You can't babysit each hand separately. You need to use your peripheral vision when you're playing at the same time so that you can see both hands hitting in the middle. 2, 3, 4. Okay, I'll tell you what's going to happen. Your right hand is probably going to hit the correct notes. Your left hand is, if it's your weak hand, like you don't write with your left hand, your left hand's going to try to creep in towards your right hand instead of staying in its area. Okay, so maybe you actually do have to look at your left hand for the first couple times we do this. I'm actually trying to use my peripheral vision, which is like out of the corner of my eye, seeing both of them. So I'm not staring at one or the other. So let's try it. Obviously, if you hit some wrong notes now, it's not a big deal. But we do want to start working on our double stops. Double stops is when you play 2 notes at once at the same time, and both sticks need to go down and up to the same height. So we don't want like one lazy stick where it's like, wow, why is that one so low? No, down and up at the same height. Okay, let's try it. Whole notes, good luck. This is your 5-note B-flat scale in octaves because they are 8 notes apart, so that's why we call it octaves. Here we go. 1. Wait, get your hand set. Low. Left hand over B-flat, low B-flat. Right hand over middle B-flat. And start in the up position so you can just go immediately down. 1, 2, ready, play. B-flat, 2, move to C, move over to D. Now, up on the diagonal, E-flat. Back to F. Now, back to E-flat, diagonal. Down to D. Now, down to C. Now, reach for B-flat. Okay, so that is a new way to practice your B-flat scale. Yes, you could even do, you can make up whatever rhythm you want once you get your hands to work together. Okay, so we'll start with whole notes this week. Now we're going to take a look at the top of mallet, page 10. And before we look at the boxes where it says tie and time signature, we actually have a new note, finally. We only had 5 notes, but now we're going to have 6. So let's look at the song called Warm Up. it's number 30. And actually, if you look at this note, you can use your line code from your packet to name that note. So if your line code was elephants go bouncing down freeways or every good bird does fly, you'll notice that you end up on the G. That is a G. G is the second line of the staff. And G is next door neighbors to F. So check it out. You know F. G is one to the right. That's G. So F, G is next door. F, F, G, F, G, F, G. Okay? The reason we need G is because we're starting to learn part of the E flat scale here. And G is the third note of the E flat scale. So we need to start checking that out. Because we're using the E flat scale, when we start to play number 30, we're going to start with our right hand, like that's the beginning of the scale. Okay, let's say the notes for number 30. Okay, take your trusty pointing device, write onto your book. Here we go, this is number 30. Saying the notes. We're not playing it just yet. 1, 2, say the notes. E flat, F, G, rest, rest. G, F, E flat, rest, rest, E flat, F, G, F, G, F, E flat, and we just let that note ring forever because it has a fermata. Okay, so the three notes of this song, let's assign our sticks. The first note is E flat with your right hand, so give me an E flat with your right. Give me an F with your left, and G with your right. So that means right hand will be traveling from E flat to G. F will be chilling with your left hand. Your left hand never leaves the F area. Okay, so left for F. Right hand's taking care of E flat and G. Okay. Also, make sure when we get to a rest, move your eyes, don't skip the rest, but move your eyes ahead to see if you need to change your note or if we stay on the same note. I think in this song, every time there's a rest, you actually hit the same note again when the rest is over. They're trying to trick you into thinking you need to move your mallets, but you actually don't. So just look ahead, don't be tricked. Okay, so I'm going to start with my right hand on E flat and my left hand over F, and my right hand's got to do some traveling. Okay, let's try it. This is number 30. 1, 2, ready, play. E flat, F, travel, G, stay on G. G, F, crossover, E flat, stay on E flat. E flat, F, G, F, G, F, crossover, E flat, and we let it ring for at least 8 beats because it has a fermata. Okay, obviously it's gonna die out before that, but you don't need to do anything else. Okay? So that is new note G. We're gonna use that note a lot in the next song, so let's check out number 31. 31, we will need to look up at the top of the book, take your mallet and put it where it says tie. Okay, they don't mean like tie around your neck. The tie, super easy in music, it's just a plus sign. So instead of having, like it says, a tie is a curved line that connects two notes of the same pitch. Tied notes are played as one long unbroken note. So they show us a tie right in the little yellow box. It's a D tied to a D. Well, it used to be 2 Ds, but now it's tied, so we just have to add them together. So D for 2 plus D for 1 equals D for 3, don't hit it again. As in 1, 2, 3. That's it. Instead of going 1, 2, 3, they tied it together, made one long note. Super easy on bells because you don't have to do anything. Just don't hit it again. Okay? So 31, tied and true. You're going to see there are Ds tied to Ds. Okay? That doesn't mean hit it again. That means just count to whatever it adds up to and move on. I also think we need to check for a repeat sign in number 31. So scan your eyes through there. Okay? Yeah, number 31, we have a repeat sign, so we need to do it twice. Put your stick right on the book. Let's say the notes. I'll give you a hint. It only has 2 notes, D and G. Here we go. 1, 2. Say the notes. D, G, D, rest. D, G, D, rest. D, G, D, G, D, G, D, and then we do it again. We don't need to do it again right now. This is why it's super important that you tap your foot while you play. If you don't know how long the beats are, how are you supposed to know how long to tie for? You have to know, oh, 2 plus 1 is 3. I gotta wait for 3 toe taps. Okay, that's why it's super important that you're tapping your feet. The sticking on this is really easy because you don't have to change, you never change notes. Your left hand gets D, your right hand gets G, and I don't even think you have to look at your hands. In fact, let's try to play this without looking at our hands, just looking at your music. Here we go. We have our hands set up over D and G. 31, playing it. 1, 2, ready, play. D, G, D, 2, 3, rest. D, 2, 3, rest. Beginning, repeat, go. 2, 3, rest. 2, 3, rest. Awesome. Okay, so it's okay if you got a couple of the notes wrong, like maybe you looked down or you didn't look in the right exact spot and you hit some wrong notes. That's not a big deal. Okay, so for this week, you're going to record for me number 31. Okay, don't forget to do the repeat when you record it. Okay, and if you're looking for, maybe you're looking for some Christmas music, if you celebrate Christmas and you wanted some music to play for Christmas, 32 is a Christmas song. That doesn't mean you can't play it if you don't celebrate Christmas, but we're not going to be playing 32 together. If you want to do it, it's a duet, so if you know someone else who plays, you can do that with them, and I look forward to seeing your videos of number 31 this week.